Today, I am talking about the praying entrepreneur and spirituality and business. No scripts today. This is all from my heart. So let's go. Hello, Succeeders. This is Stacy Barlow Hill, your leadership and lifestyle coach, helping you to become the best version of yourself and lead successfully. Today, we are here for our Tuesday talk. You know what? Today I wanted to come. This is not scripted. This is totally from the heart today. And if you are familiar with energy centers and chakras, you know that green is the color of the heart chakra, which is located right where your heart is. So I'm wearing green today, and all of the turquoise behind me is a hue of green, and I'm feeling pretty heart-centered today. And I kind of want to just talk from the heart today. And what's on my mind, over the weekend, I posted a photo of myself, and it was myself wearing this hooded sweatshirt that my children bought me for Christmas. And the shirt said Christian entrepreneur, and it had a definition of a Christian entrepreneur on it. Let me see if I can find what it said real quick so I can read it to you. So it said Christian entrepreneur, and it said, the Lord has called them to use their gifts, influence, talent, and skills to build a business and lead others. The Lord has called them to use their gifts, influence, and talent and skills to build a business and lead others. And that gift was so meaningful to me because I've never actually come out and just said, I'm a Christian entrepreneur, or I'm a spiritual coach, or I'm anything that is religion related. But yet, people still know that's who I am and that's what I do. I mean, my children know that, but I've never actually just said to them, I'm a Christian entrepreneur, or I'm a spiritual coach. But they get that because it's in my walk, it's in my talk. It's what I do. It's who I am. And I remember when I was training to become a coach, and I had a coach to become a coach, and she told me that I didn't really need to put spiritual or Christian or anything in my title because it would just come out of me and what I do. And it absolutely does. And I want to talk about today just some of the struggles with being a Christian in the business world. Because the world and government, and they've taken so much of that away from us, and everybody has to be politically correct now, and you have to watch what you say, and you can't say this too much and say that too much. But I just want to say, if you have ever been in my office, it is filled with things about my faith, scriptures and quotes, and in my event planning company with Encore, I have prayed with clients. I have connected with people that stand outside of my physical location here. There's a bus stop right out there. I've prayed and cried with people out there waiting on the bus, listening to their life stories. You can absolutely minister through anything that you do. Anything. You can be trash man, you can be a janitor, you can work at McDonald's, you can be the president of the United States. Whatever it is that you do, you can find an opportunity to minister through it without having to actually title yourself as a minister. So no, I don't go around preaching and telling everybody that I come into contact with that I'm a Christian business owner, I'm a Christian entrepreneur, I'm a spiritual coach. But it's in my walk, it's in my talk, it's what I do, and I wouldn't have any of the things that I had today if it wasn't for my faith. My faith has guided me to everything that I've had. God gave me the vision for Encore, for my event planning business. God birthed the vision of becoming a leadership and lifestyle coach. God gave me all the signs and symbols and wonders and guided me and directed my path for everything in my life. And it didn't always come on a silver platter. It didn't always come with a big red bow wrapped around it. It came with a lot of challenges. It came with a lot of opportunities. It came with a lot of personal growth that I had to go through. It came with a lot of being on my knees in a position for prayer. It came with a lot of tears, blood, sweat, journeys, struggles. It wasn't easy. But you have to know that when God has called you to do something, He is going to see you through it. It's not always going to be pleasant, but He didn't bring you on the journey to leave you. So if you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have been called to do something, that God has called you to serve, that God has called you to act in some capacity to minister through whatever it is that He has called you to do, He is 110, 20, 30, 40, 50% going to see you through that. But don't confuse Him seeing you through with you having a experience free of trial, free of complication, free of pain. All of those things are necessary. They're all necessary for your journey. They're all necessary for your growth, and they're all going to prepare you for the ultimate place that He wants you to be. So today I want you to think, if you are a spiritual entrepreneur, I don't want you to hide that. I don't want you to feel like you can't talk about God. I don't want you to feel like people are going to be turned off by you if you say that you are. I want you to be able to be proud about that. I want you to be able to bring others, help others and help them, save them, by being able to speak freely about what it is that you do. Some people, you may be the only Jesus, you may be the only God that they hear. God is speaking through you to other people. And you may be the only message that they get. So don't be afraid to say that, and don't be deterred by what you think society might say. Or there's always going to be someone that's not going to like it, but there's going to be a lot more who are going to appreciate you for it, and who are going to appreciate the courage that you have to say that. So I no longer feel like it's something that I have to be brave about. It's almost to the point now where I can't even talk without it coming out. It's so much into my private coaching. When I meet with coaches, when I meet with my client privately through my coaching, I pray, I meditate, I think about them, and I pray for them before I meet with them. And sometimes God gives me a word to give to them, and sometimes it gets really emotional because it's something that they really needed to hear at that moment. And you can't make that stuff up. That's not anything that you can make up, that you can try to make up. God has put that in you. God gives you intuition. He gives you His word. He gives you His voice in order to be able to help and to serve others. And that's what ministry is. And even if you can't feel like you can hear or talk directly to God, you can always empathize. You can always offer words of comfort and encouragement, and simply be there and to be the best version of you so that you can be there for other people. So don't be discouraged. Don't feel like you can't exercise your faith. Don't feel like you have to wait for permission for someone to tell you that it's okay to do that, because I am living proof. I am proof that you can do it. My company, through COVID, my event company last year, we went through a lot. It was looking very bad for a long time. Having an event company during a pandemic, especially a pandemic where you can't be around other people and events are canceled and businesses are closing left and right. So many people just in our area have closed, and people that I knew personally. But we're still here. And I know that's nobody but God. And I cried and I was frustrated for a while about this time last year when all of this was happening. But I swiftly changed our focus. The company turned 10 years old last year, and we were going to have a big party, and give back to our community and clients and things like that. I also turned 40, so I was going to celebrate my birthday too. But um, after I after I after I cried and had my pity party for a while, I prayed about it, and God said, "You were going to give back through the party anyway, so give back." And that's what we did, and we developed our 10 Acts of Kindness campaign in honor of our 10th anniversary. And we chose 10 distinct acts of kindness and spread hope throughout the community and just gave back. And I truly 110% believe that that's why we're still here. We focused on serving, we focused on giving. We didn't focus on what was happening to us, but we focused on what we can do to help other people. And that's the way that I just try to live my life. I try to serve, of I try to be obedient to what it is that God wants me to do. And that often requires a lot of alone time, a lot of meditation, a lot of time to just sit and listen. And that didn't always come easy for me. Being still is actually what God is calling me to do in my life right now. I keep hearing this overwhelming message of being still, being still. I feel like something is going to shift, and I need to be still to listen to it and to be able to hear clearly. But you've got to make that time. If God has called you to something, you have to be able to still your mind, to be quiet, to listen to what it is that He wants you to do, because He has planned for you. He has purpose for you. He has a place for you where He wants you to ultimately be. And you have to be able to endure the journey that He's going to put you through to get there. So I know I rambled a little bit today, but the overall message that I wanted to get through you today is that it's okay. It's okay to be a praying entrepreneur. It's okay to allow spirituality into your business. And just because it's what I personally believe, I still love everybody else. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Whatever you believe, I respect you and I honor what you believe too. But it's okay to express what you believe and express it with confidence, and knowing who you are and whose you are. So I hope that that is a message that was intended for you today. I hope you take that with you today, and I hope that you will just allow God to continue to lead your life and to lead your business, because you're going to be that much better for it, because it's in you. It's already in you, and He's going to see you through that. So take that with you today, and I will see you all next time next year.